World of Spire, did prophecy foretell that the dragon Calvaxus would rise to power, when once more were 7 maidens chained at the mouth of his cave. What the prophecy could not predict was what the 7 had in store for the world. United by prophecy, bound by friendship, the 7 maidens would quickly become one of Spire's premier parties of teen heroes and all-star students at the Egg Fort Adventuring Academy! Hello, one and all, and welcome to a thrilling new season of Dimension 20 with a brand new cast of players. I am your humble Dungeon Master, Brennan Mulligan. With me for the very first time are our heroic high schoolers. Say hi, heroic high schoolers.
Hi, heroic high schoolers!
Welcome, friends, to Dimension 20, the 7, as we return to the world. Wait a minute, the Egg Fort Adventuring Academy? We return to the world of Spire, a world of myth and legend where dragons roam the skies, with a brand new cast of amazing players. Let's go around the table and introduce everybody. Abri Iyengar!
Hello! I like this little hype moment. Hi, I'm Bria Iyengar. I'm playing Antiope Jones, your Ranger Danger.
Reka Shankar!
I'm Reka. I'm playing Katja Cleaver. No.
Becca Scott!
Hi. Stop. Hi, I'm Becca Scott, but today and for all the days, I am Penny Lapstone.
Erika Ishii!
What's up, everyone? I'm Erika Ishii, and I'm playing Danielle Barkstock.
Hell yeah. Izzy Rowland!
I'm Izzy Rowland, and I'm Ostentatia Wallace. Bling bing. Bling bing.
It's canon. You can't delete
Bling bing.
Bling bing.
I
bing.
didn't take merch today.
That's a bling bing.
That's a bling bing. And
Already got it, first line.
Steffi Valentine!
I am Steffi Valentine, and I am playing Sam Nightingale.
Can we all? Oh.
Wait, what?
I am absolutely drenched to be here.
Gang, this is Dimension 20, the 7, as we return to the world of Spire to see a group of heroic adventurers in the world of Spire, a world of myth and legend where danger lurks around every corner, where dread vampires and elder warlocks stalk the halls of the Necronomicron, the mountains of chaos swarm with beasts and monsters, and one little country, and kind of even more specifically one little town in that country, kind of break the mold. Folks, we are in the Nation of Solace in the town of Elmville, where the world's premier high school for heroes, the Egg Fort Adventuring Academy, houses a group of wonderful, heroic adventurers. And indeed, we should mention Dimension 20, the 7, the 7th, also Zelda Donovan, who will be played by yours truly.
Yeah, what's your thing?
I just didn't think of one. It's some.
That's a bling ding, baby.
I totally bling banged. We are gonna start not at the beginning. We're gonna start before the beginning. Indeed, a year and a half ago. I invite all of you to imagine surging mountains of dark red stone erupting like the spines of an angry beast from the very earth itself. High in the mountains of chaos, overlooking vast stretches of wasteland, we see the mouth of an enormous cavern, drenched in shadow, surrounded by 7 peaks of flat-topped stone, stacked boulders, and at the top of each stack of stone, we see a circle carved into the very stone itself, draconic runes. In the middle of each runic circle is a maiden, a young woman. At this very moment, coming to from the depths of torpor and sleep. I need everybody here to roll a Constitution saving throw at the beginning of this flashback.
Sorry, we rolling a d20 dice.
Yeah, cool.
I got a 4. Okay, plus 9. Thank
Amazing.
you.
Damn. 17.
Amazing. We have a 17 for Danielle. Did anyone beat a 17? Did anyone get between a 10 and a 17?
Yeah.
Ostentatia, what'd you get?
15.
15 for Ostentatia. What did Sam get?
12.
12 for Sam. What did Antiope get?
7.
Oh, 7 for Antiope. What did Katya got a 4?
Plus my thing, right?
Yeah, plus Constitution.
13, yeah.
13. That's right, Katya. And what did Penny get?
Also 13.
Also 13 for Penny. I'm gonna roll one for 19 for Zelda.
Come on,
Okay,
Zelda.
Zelda.
Fine,
Be
be
strong. Be
Showing us all up.
Sorry. The wind howls. It is a burning hot wind, the kind that scorches the moisture from your skin and leaves a fine grit of soot and dust across your face. All of you are clad in whatever garb you were in when either Aylwin Abernant or Johnny Spells, or perhaps even Penelope Everpedal placed you into the crystal palimpsests, perhaps weeks ago, perhaps months ago, perhaps for some of us more than a year ago. The first person that begins to wake from torpor here in slumber is Danielle Barkstock. Could you please describe your character for us, Erica?
Danielle Barkstock is a half-elf, Asian, long and willowy, with long hair that's never been cut. She's wearing sort of like a midsummer style, like a Scandinavian tunic dress. But instead of flowers in her hair and on the dress, it's all like mushrooms and ferns and like those little trendy moss walls that you see in bistros. She is constantly pig-penned, like followed by a cloud of little spores and like a Disney princess, but for weird little mites and such. She is just, chilling.
You come to just chilling. You see that each of your legs are free. Each of your wrists are manacled to long, about 20-foot lengths of chain that go towards the very edge of the spire you're on. Sort of like, so in order to get to where it's staked to the ground, the other chain goes taut. So you kind of have these long, wide chains to either side. But you are not, you have some range of mobility, like interpersonally, as long as you stay in the center of that circle. As you begin to come to, you look and see, again, these 7 sort of spokes are centered around this promontory, this spire of stone, almost like these stones here are either for people to be chained and witness something emerging from the cave onto the promontory, or perhaps here chained in this way in order to be eaten. You come to and see a number of other Eggfort students, all of whom you recognize in that way that you recognize people that you go to high school with, but none of whom you're particularly close to. The only other 2 kids in your year that you see are Ostentatia. You recognize Ostentatia from your year, but as you are looking around, you see there is actually a freshman looking student who you are not familiar with, who is a young satyr with a green hoodie and a big emo flop of hair across her face, who is sort of across from you on another boulder.
Hey, man.
Hey, sorry, it's super nice to meet you. I'm Zelda.
Oh, man, I'm Danielle. Nice to meet you, Zelda. You can call me Yell. My friends call me Yell. I feel like you could be a friend.
So I don't know how we got up here, but yeah, sorry, that's so awkward to say that first. I'm your friend.
Oh, I think we're up here because Penelope, was trying to fulfill prophecy. It's supposed to sort of topple the establishment and reinstate a new world order that should be more equitable than our current patriarchal society. That's kind of the gist of what I got from it anyway.
Wait, you knew about Penelope's evil plan?
Oh, I mean, like, evil's kind of like a relative term, man.
So Penelope...
Oh, yeah, it's like we had all these long talks, late into the night about, how to implement real change, and real change never happens without outliers and groups that are willing to go the extra mile to, shake things up, right? None of this middle of the road nonsense, right? So, like, things are going real well when I heard there had to be sort of sacrifices, which, look, I'm the first one to know you gotta have sacrifices for the cause, but, like, it was a kind of harsh vibe, man. So, all the stuff about the evil, that all came out later, and that's not great. That's not great. So I kind of fell off the bandwagon there. But,
okay, so sort of the chaos and disruption you were down for, and then the like.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You gotta burn the forest in order for new growth to happen, right?
You're awesome.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, you're pretty awesome yourself.
Cool. So you see, as you're having this sort of heart-to-heart where you reveal that Danielle was briefly on board when the plan, Yell was briefly on board before the plan took a weird monarchistic turn. You begin to have sort of visions of like being trapped in these palimpsests and a weird thing at the arcade of being like teleported somewhere and immediately being teleported into unconsciousness back in physical bodies. And the next person to come to is Ostentatia Wallace. Could you please describe your character for us?
Ostentatia is...
I already love it.
What? Is Jersey Mansion trash. And she is absolutely decked to the nines in gems and jewels. That she doesn't want anybody to know she made herself and did not come from, one of the fancy stores at the international airport. She's a forge cleric. She's stocky and stout, and fucking fabulous.
Amazing, yes. Ostentatia is a cleric of the forge god, of the dwarven forge god, Logren Soul Forger. And also, as you've said, bedecked in jewelry, you come to the memory of the arcade, of being at your house party, of Aelwyn Abernant enclosing you in a gem and a crystal pounce. Ostentatia, as you awaken, you see the sort of dire landscape before you and see that Yell and Zelda are both sort of coming to and conscious. What do you do as you awake?
Fuck. I'm gonna fucking kill that bitch.
Yeah, and just like absolute power corrupts absolute. Oh, hey, Ostentatia. You're awake. How's it going, man?
Bad.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, just a whole, I'll catch you up later. Prophecy, sacrifice, I think. Yeah, you doing okay? There's a lot of our classmates here, I guess we should probably try to figure out a way out of this, huh?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, I'm Zelda. Yale already said we were friends, but you don't have to, you don't have to be pressured to
Listen, as long as you're not Ilwyn Abernant, we're fucking friends.
Yeah, she's bad. Yeah, we got put in palimpsest. I think it's pretty bad.
A what?
A crystal. It's stupid. It's just basically a crystal that has been scraped of all its information and it's not trackable, and it's used to seal souls and people inside of them.
That bitch can't afford my crystals. I'll sell them.
As Ostentatia communicates that to everybody, this rage Aylwin Abernant, Katya Cleaver, you begin to come to. Could you please describe your character for us?
Yes, Katya is a half-orc battle master. It doesn't really matter when you want to capture her. She's wearing her horse riding clothes. So she's got, the riding pants, the riding boots, some sort of oversized nondescript t-shirt to hide herself, a little riding helmet, long, curly, black, frizzy braid. She's Asian too. Let's go, South Asian. And happy AAPI month. Someone is Asian. And most people are. And so that is what she looks like. When she comes to, it's with a ferocity because she is half orc, but you're a little surprised because what she says is, Cinnamon!
Someone's having a good dream?
No, where's my horse, Cinnamon?
Oh, babe, sorry. Long story, but we're about to be virgin sacrifices and stuff. So whoever the Cinnamon is, not here, sorry.
Cinnamon is my horse. If Cinnamon dies, I die.
Go ahead, anyone who's awake right now, and make an insight check for me.
Good.
That's 6 plus 13.
19.
I had,
No.
yeah.
That's not true.
6 plus 13?
6 plus 13?
It's 19.
Oh my God!
17.
What, 17 and 19? So Katya says, if Cinnamon dies, I die. And both of you are powerful divine spellcasters who know that there are things like, maybe there's like a soul bond or something like that. You kind of get the vibe that maybe this is not true in a literal sense, but also maybe it is true in a literal sense in just a non-magical way, that Katya might die of grief on the spot should anything ever happen to Cinnamon.
Honey,
Locked in a cave with a horse girl. It's amazing.
Yeah. 100% horse girl.
Thank you.
It's okay. We'll get out of this little pickle, and then we're gonna go pick up your horsey.
You can't pick up Cinnamon. She's too massive.
Oh.
She's the strongest woman I've ever met. And she's my best friend. Penelope said she'd be my best friend. And that's why I'm here. But it's okay. You can have a best friend that's a horse. It's okay. You could, sometimes you find problems with humans, but I find no problem with a horse.
So everyone knows we're all virgins?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of what they, there was something with Johnny Spells, and he was working with, Penelope Everpedal and some other people. It's bad. Yeah, people, so we're maybe gonna get eaten or something, and then also, people know that we're virgins.
Wait.
Yeah.
We're gonna get eaten?
Because we don't have hymens? Or wait, because
we have
do?
extra hymen.
What? No, I don't. I think
It tastes better?
My hymen's always
I don't know
breaking.
how the magic. I don't
On a
know if the
horse,
magic
for sure.
counts like hand stuff or mouth stuff. I think these ancient spells are kind of just gross. If I'm being honest, what counts for where and what.
Yeah,
I know,
why
it's like-
should my identity and my label and how I'm considered change? Just because I've had, I don't even know, is it penetrative stuff or
Right, lots of sex that's not.
What counts?
I was an emotional
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like popping
in the midst
cherry.
of this conversation, Penny Luckstone, you awaken to hear this.
Because
Popping the
yeah,
cherry
and
is like
who
totally
cares, you know?
fucking.
I told
misogynistic
them I
anyway.
was a virgin outright because I
and
don't
if
care.
you know, like you're riding a horse constantly,
I
there's
am
a good
broke.
chance that your hymen's
It's
broken.
I'm bleeding
and-
3 weeks out.
Becca, please describe your character for us.
Okay, I'm Penny Luckstone. Penny is 3 feet tall. She's a halfling, a Lightfoot halfling, a rogue. She is pressed as much as she can be. I think she's been trapped here the longest. But like everything originally looked like it was very well ironed. And she's trying really hard not to get it smudged. She's a little type A. And yeah, I asked for my chains to be Titans because I didn't like the slack. It was too loose.
Hot.
Hi, I'm Penny. I'm Penny.
Hey.
I've seen you all around, but I'm very like small. And if someone's standing in front of me, you can't see me. So maybe you haven't seen me, but I've seen all of you.
Oh man, no, I definitely like clocked you around. Just because something small doesn't mean it's not noticeable and worthy of note. I'm Danielle. You can call me Yell.
Okay, that would be great, and I will. And if I had a hand, I would write this in my notebook.
Sweet.
I'm Katya. My horse is Cinnamon, and we don't know where she is.
I'm so sorry.
I know.
How are you dealing with that?
It's very bad for me.
I get that.
I feel horrible.
I'm here for you.
Thank you.
Can I use locate animal?
You know what? Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check, DC 15.
I believe in you.
I feel like this needs disadvantage.
Sleight of hand in chains.
12.
12.
12.
You go to do the like somatic components of the spell, and the fact that your arms are like lengthened apart from each other prevents you from being able to do that. As you attempt to cast the spell, you see Zelda looks over at you, Penny, and goes, "I think the guy this guy Gorga.
You're doing great. Keep talking.
Sorry,
and
thank
it's
you.
going to come out when it needs to.
Wow, you're so nice.
No. Yes.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
You see, she says, anyway, he's friends with this kid that I think you know, Riz Gukgak, who was like looking for you. I could almost like hear you talking to him in the crystal back in that arcade thing or whatever. I think that they're like they know that they were trying to like get us. I think so. So people know that we're like gone. As Zelda says that, Sam, you awaken on your pillar of stone.
As soon as Sam's eyes open, she starts slamming against the chains and just trying to break them, droplets of water just like splashing all over as she's like trying desperately to get the fuck out of here.
Oh, my extension.
You need
Scary
this.
noises.
This is for you. Just do it. Get it. Keep getting it. Let it out.
Sam, it just wrapped in emotion and rage and betrayal. Could you please describe your character to us?
Sam Nightingale is a water genasi, and like at some point everything she was wearing was very well pressed, ironed, and clearly designer. She wears like a matching blue blazer and skirt set with a white vest and a white beret. Has long curly hair that goes from like green to blue to white like an ocean wave.
Ooh.
Otherworldly beautiful, but just rip shit. Absolutely fucking rip shit.
What is rip shit?
Like ripped,
Ripped?
but like even more so because shit on the end.
Oh,
Yeah.
super ripped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ripped shit level.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Strongly is the rattling of the chains. You remember you remember the moment of meeting up with Johnny and Penelope talking to you, and you remember a look in Penelope Everpedal's eyes that you couldn't clock in the moment, and now know that Penelope let you, not only maybe let you walk into this fate, but wished for you too.
I hate everything about this. I don't know who any of you are. I don't want to be here. And I want to fucking murder my ex.
Hey, it's okay.
Me too.
No, it's not.
No, but like we're here together.
Well, okay. Well, hey, first of all, your feelings are valid, okay? You have every right to be
Of course my feelings are
upset.
fucking valid. I was trapped in a fucking crystal.
Man, I've
Whoa.
been there.
Yeah.
I've been there too.
Me too.
Same, been
Yeah,
there, done that,
fun.
bought the t-shirt.
I'm Danielle, and this is Ostentation, and Penny, and Katya, and I don't know if I know her, but, you know,
We're
all
doing
gonna...
introductions right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
well,
thought
we're
it might
gonna-
be
I-
fun.
We're gonna be here a really long time. It's
know
like a
what?
slumber party where we're all chained.
I think we'll get out pretty soon.
I've heard of those before, I think.
Hell yeah, so fun. But that aside, we're gonna all get out of this together, okay?
Okay.
You look at me, you're gonna be okay. Yeah.
I'm Sam.
Hello.
Good to meet you,
We know.
Sam.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're like really popular. We know who you are.
Yeah.
Right. That is, it was really mostly Penny's deal, but Penelope's rather.
It's okay. She can have the nickname. Fine. It was just my given name.
On the seventh spire of stone, Antiope Jones awakens. Abria, could you please describe your character for us?
Before you actually see her stir, there's just a little puddle that spreads out on on the stone as she wakes up. Antiope is black, dark skin, angular features. She's wearing like black athleisure, but it's all like too short at the elbows and like ankles because she went through her big growth spurt while in the crystal. She just wakes up.
No.
I had to pee before we started.
You pissed
My
yourself?
bones hurt. Ow! What?
No one look at her. No one look at her.
Ow.
It's fine.
Hi, Antiope. It's Katya.
Oh, gosh, hey! Ow.
I don't care that you
that.
pissed
Can I
yourself.
cast prestidigitation
Thank
and
you.
make it disappear?
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Matt, it's okay. When
I'm
you gotta
sorry.
go, you gotta go.
Ow.
Nature calls,
That's
man.
a... Oh God, math. 13.
Oh, 18?
13.
A 13. You go and there is a with the 13 prestidigitation, little comes over. Your clothing it basically moves all of the accident to the stone and off of the clothes, which is an improvement.
We're good. I just scooch back.
You
Thank
switch
you.
back.
You're welcome.
I wild shape into like, can I do that?
So you look at that and you're like, it's sort of time to take care of business. As you are about to do that, you see concentric rings of sulfurous, golden, glowing smoke emanate not only from the cavern to your stones, but towards the edge of the horizon. Each of you erupts in a beam of golden light as the stones alight, and hear an infernal
I've also pissed myself.
I have also pissed myself.
Just scooch back.
In solidarity.
Oh, I pissed myself too.
Yeah.
Wait, a lot. Not one.
So what we see with the palimpsest
Just a little bit.
is that all of you the palimpsests have been sustaining you biologically, but you have been grown, like you are the age that you would have been, like if you had been aging in the world. So it wasn't like suspended temporal animation. So like, in other words, you've been going through biological time in the palimpsest. So like whatever, for some of you, like a year and a half of like not showering. I think Penny's stuff, you starch your shit so much that your clothing is still crisp. But like,
Potato chips.
I knew this would pay off someday.
You can like break it.
Oh yeah.
but like there is a moment of recognizing the passage of time. For Ostentation, you've only been here. You've lost a few months, maybe like about 3 months. Zelda, even less time than that. But for Katya, for Antiope, for Danielle, for Penny, you've lost more than a year of your life in this crystal.
God, you look old as shit.
Oh my God, really? I have cellulite. Cool.
So rude.
I probably look so old because I've probably honestly in the last 5 minutes. I don't know. Have you seen Cinnamon?
No? I've been in a... No.
You're right. I forgot. You've been in a crystal.
Yeah.
Okay. When you throw that in my face. Okay.
We'll find her.
You see that emerging from the cavern are a few. They don't look Silesian. They look like they're from the Red Waste. But you see some sort of muscular-looking humans wearing like red dragon scale partial mail. These are like servants of some draconic power emerge from the cavern and go, "It has occurred. The prophecy has come to pass."
Who the fuck are you?
These guys are really nice.
Ew.
You see, they take these like two short spears. "We are servants of the Emperor of the Red Waste, Calvaxis. Long may he reign in eternal wealth and prosperity," and drop to one knee.
Calluses?
Do we know their names?
These look like the people that came and like bound you up here in this place. Unless you overheard it in your sleep, you can go ahead and make a perception check to see if you maybe overheard one of their names.
Definitely
10.
not. No.
Cool.
No
21.
way.
21. The name Mordreth
Maybe.
comes to you.
Which the one fuck of you is Mordreth?
"I am Mordreth, servant of the Emperor of the Red Waste, Calvaxis. The prophecy has come to pass. A king and queen are crowned anew in solace, and 7 maidens are chained at the mouth of his lair."
You
I'm so
are
happy
rude.
for you, Morty, living your truest self.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Stop it!
I don't like that you trapped us here, though.
You're voluntarily calling yourself a servant?
It is an honor to serve he who may eat me in a single bite. I hope he does.
You need to get a personality, babe.
Maybe keep your kinks to yourself.
Yeah, no, I didn't say that I wanted to hear your weird freak stuff.
No, I'm not. Anyone would be lucky.
Morty, are you a freak?
What?
Are you a freak, Morty?
Gladly, if Calvaxis wish me to be, then I am.
Well, if
but what if
Calvaxis
you
jumped
like?
off a bridge, would you jump off a bridge too?
Exactly.
Prove it right now.
How close is this man to the edge of the cliff? Like,
They're pretty close. I want to resolve this because I want to resolve whatever this is, and I also want to resolve you wanting to wild shape.
Yeah.
So what does Yell do in this moment?
Oh, she's like, oh, that's right. And she like poofs into let's say a tardigrade.
A tardigrade? You go so a little like microscopic thing. Now here's the thing.
A sea bear.
Yeah, a little water bear. A little water bear. Now here's the thing. You can only go to, I think, size tiny, but I'm gonna say an enormous water bear.
Yeah,
so like a
enormous water bear.
corgi-sized water bear. I also think, again, like Yell is very much in tune with parts of the natural world that are less glamorous. So the poof of your wild shape is all of your normal half-elf flesh goes fungal in this really perfumed, fragrant rot smell, like a floral rot. As your skin, it looks like you're dying. You just, and your body sloughs off into a sludge, and there's a tardigrade with no wrists to manacle. You're out of the manacles.
Cool.
You see Mordreth goes, shit.
Can I?
Oh yeah, that's your action, and I want to let Sam get an action in as well. You're out.
Sam is a little done with anyone involved with this.
Respect.
And I want to cast Tidal Wave from the inside of the cave and just push them all off the edge.
Oh my God. Okay. Does Hideaway have any somatic components? You have to use your hands for it.
Let's see.
If it lists those there, let me know.
Doesn't say anything. Oh wait, verbal, somatic.
Okay.
and-
So just give me a sleight of hand check to get that spell off.
Come on. Okay. That is a 23.
Whoa! Incredibly dexterous. I'm going to say on a 23, you full pull one of your wrists out of the. Wait, you also have Warcaster too, right?
Yes, I do.
So, you, bam, both of your wrists are out. You cast Hideaway.
No, a tidal wave.
Tidal Wave. I was like, Tidal Wave. You cast Tidal Wave. They make a saving throw for that, correct?
I believe so. It is dexterity.
dexterity. Here we
Be a
go.
16.
Is knocked prone. Incredible. They both fail that save.
Yes.
Sam, so you go full water bear, and Sam, you bust out of your, and you guys see pure like Fantasia, a like spiraling helix of beautiful glowing salt water, like ocean water and foam, goes around the top of the stone, and from the cavern, whoosh, water just blasts these dudes. And the water comes up so high, it's like inches away from the level of stone that you're on and goes out in a torrent. Both of these dudes are blasted into open air off the mountainside. Whew.
I want to leave.
Can I
also
cast
want that for you.
animate objects and just release everybody else?
Yes, go ahead. Give me either a sleight of hand or if you want to use another skill to break out of the, although actually you're as a water bear, because you're fully free from everything.
Yeah. So I go, and then I remanifest and just sort of like start unlocking everybody.
You unlock.
I wanted to do something fucking cool too.
Yeah.
But
No, also you unlock ostentation and ostentation.
Yeah, ostentation
You're right,
doesn't let you do the rest.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
You, which you actually can do, summon your hammer, your family hammer, to your hand. As you animate these objects, what does the spell look like as you're casting it? What?
Is that called a fammer?
Hammer. Family hammer.
Family
exactly. What does it look like as Ostentation asks these chains to awaken?
she just sort of closes her eyes for a moment, and all of the links of the chains just sort of go like beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop.
And little like googly, there's little like gem eyes open on them. You see that all of the links for a moment glow a little bit red with the fire of their forging. Just
It's not that fucking hot.
Dip in the remaining water. Dip in the water.
This is cute.
Yeah.
Impressive though. Wow. Okay,
you are all freed. You are on the top of this massive mountain. But with that tidal wave, I will say, some of the promontory is covered in some bits of like metal and some other trappings. It looks like some like treasure chests have been emptied. And you see from inside the cave some glittering and it looks like there might be some other objects within there. Sorry, what would you like?
Let's go.
I was gonna say, I think Katya is full cinnamon horse mode.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is my horse?
So I use locate plant and animal.
You cast locate, and that might have a range limit normally, but because Cinnamon is a magical horse, Danielle, you put your hand on Katya's shoulder, and you get a vision, Katya, of Cinnamon.
Oh, beautiful.
Your beautiful Palomino, like deep auburn rust fur, and a shimmering like platinum gold mane, just galloping supernaturally fast
This is my favorite movie.
down the shoulder of a highway, just screaming, "Katya, my mistress, I am coming with all haste. I shall find you."
You're my best friend. I just saw the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. It's my horse being normal
Oh man,
and coming for me.
that's good. That's good. It's all Gucci, baby.
Thank you.
This is Gucci too.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hold on. What is this fuck? No. There's shit in there, and there's. Let's go get the stuff.
I love
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
I'm game.
Maybe food for.
Looking at this promontory and looking at the fact that there's like, it seems like there's really no, obviously many of you can fly and teleport to other stuff like that. So like getting down from the mountain is a possibility, but it's also not a thing that you're gonna be able to do quickly. So there's a moment of like, we can go investigate the cave because we're just like way in the fucking mountains right now. As you enter the cave, everyone here go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
I rolled 2.
That one's not good.
5.
13.
23.
23. Amazing.
Ooh.
She's
23.
23. You guys go into the cave and see that this is, first of all, it is enormous. A creature the size of a gymnasium could move through this space. So even the openings are the size of like cathedrals, right? And within it, a stunning amount of treasure has been removed from here. A lot of the objects that are left are almost like containers, like chests, like armor stands. It looks like a lot of things of sort of lesser value have been left here in what was at one point a dragon's cave. Antiope, as you move through the space, you begin to get like dragon scent.
I fucking hate dragons. Fuck this bitch. We're gonna find him. This has awakened something in me. And I just kick the closest thing next to him.
Bang, this like helmet, ding, 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 flies off. You begin to move through. So I know that we have two 23s. Did anyone else beat a 15? No,
Nope.
No worries. So everyone starts looking around. I think for Katya and Antiope, you are both sort of looking around and kind of like scouting for any more soldiers or servants that might be here. Ostentation, you're looking at a lot of the gear here. You can immediately tell right away, just from being a forge cleric, like nothing of value that would constitute it being treasure has been left here, right? And Yell, you're looking around and just seeing, basically like a lot of the natural sort of like, like something big and draconic was living here for a long time. Mountains of Chaos tend to have a lot of parts of their ecosystem that exist outside of the natural order. There are a lot of things like dragons or abominations or monstrosities here that tend to like come from arcane or other planar places rather than like what is considered the natural world. Penny and Sam, I would love to know kind of what you are looking for in the cavern here, if anything. Is there a bent? Are you together? Are you separate? And is there like a focus of your investigation?
Yes, definitely. Okay, we're definitely separate because I would like to find something like that I can fashion into a bracelet for each of my new friends.
Amazing.
So they know that I will remember us being chained here together forever.
A thing we all want to remember.
Yeah.
You see that silver lining so fucking fast.
I am looking for anything that can tell us what the hell is going on and what we can do to murder whatever is coming from it.
Incredible. There are a lot of other small chambers. For a moment, I think Penny and Sam, you guys are looking together and you move into this space where the chambers start to get a little bit smaller. Now, a lot of true dragons in this world have magic or the ability to change into humanoid-sized things, but this cavern doesn't really look like the dragon who lived here liked doing that very much, but you do find a small entrance that again is humanoid-sized, which is immediately sort of interesting. A small stone staircase ascends to a landing that then branches into 3 other short staircases that go to sort of other rooms. In one of those larger chambers up those staircases, Penny, you find a number of shattered pieces of mirror.
Huh.
And
Does it look like you could string anything through it?
it looks like you could probably fashion something through them. And also, by the way, you could, you've seen Ostentation like do some like forging magic already. Like these pieces of mirror are really, really beautiful. You could absolutely, you could shape them with magic, or you could do a sleight of hand check or thieves tools check to shape them and set them into a bracelet.
I'm really good at making jewelry.
You making jewelry? I thought you bought
I'm not.
all.
My
I do
jewelry's
both.
really ugly, but I do make a lot of it. Okay,
It
yeah.
sort of
I wanna-
depends on what you're into, I guess.
Oh yeah, give me a little thieves tools check.
Okay.
Dex plus proficiency.
Ooh.
Oh. 27.
Wow.
Whoa.
These
These are gorgeous.
These friendship bracelets, I'm gonna say there's like little pieces of like halfling yarn that are like very, very like summer camp friendship bracelet with a little mirror set into it. And you just sit there twining them together. You find the room with the most mirror shards. There's one to the right that doesn't have as many mirror shards, and there's two others that kind of have more. Sam, you walk up this staircase as you see Penny on like the main landing, making these friendship bracelets.
Yeah, there's a lot of humming involved. Like I plop down, which is really still, it's so low to the ground. And then just
Penny, was it? Penny?
That's right.
You need to get out of here or we're gonna die.
I don't think so. All of you are really powerful and I feel really safe around you.
Okay, maybe. I just grab Penny and just start dragging.
Hold on,
You start, yeah, as you go there,
I don't get up.
with that 23 investigation check, you see something over your shoulder as Penny sort of pulls back to like gather up her work. In the room to the right, with fewer mirror shards, you hear something for a moment.
What was that?
It sounds like a whisper or the kind of, it's not a sob. It's more like the intake of breath as one is trying to soothe themselves after crying. For a moment. And it sounds echoey, far away, like it's maybe not even in that room, but past that room.
I immediately just keep dragging Penny and I'm gunning for it.
Down the stairs or up the stairs into the room?
Up the stairs into the room.
You grab Penny, move inside, and you have a little magical mirror of yourself. Mm-hmm. In this room, there are some mirror shards on the floor, but there is one mirror still standing. And when I say standing, I mean set into the jagged, unworked stone. The floor and steps are all masonry. They're solid blocks, but the walls and ceiling are still jagged and cavernous, and set into the natural forming of the stone, taking a strange geological shape, almost like water forming into a puddle and taking the form of whatever cavity it is in. There is a dark glass mirror, not a modern mirror, not something really chrome and reflective, something much older, a dark glass. And you see that it sort of swirls, and these did not exist in the other rooms you went into, Penny, and this is something that is still here, still whole, in other words. Moving.
When we stand in front of it, do we see anything?
Do you want to see something?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, what?
Yeah, I'm really, Penny is thinking about all 19 of her siblings and her parents, and they haven't seen her in over a year, so they're probably worried. So that's what's on her mind as she looks in.
You think of siblings, and you look through the mist and smoke. You see a woman who to you would seem older, an adult, but a young woman on her knees, holding onto her face in that very, like, not just hunched over, like squatting on her butt, but like fully on her shins, like elbows on the ground. Long gray and black hair trailing off into mist, who appears to be hiding in the mirror. And you see a young woman trapped behind crystal and glass. As you think of your siblings, you hear that whispered voice again go, and a face looks up, and you see a tear-streaked face, pale gray, look up, a little bit of like blood red color on her lips, but sort of black brows. Is that you?
Who?
Hello?
Hi, cutie pie.
As you say cutie pie, you see the voice of the woman in the mirror goes, I'm still here. Are you all still there? I haven't heard from you in a long time.
Who are you?
Who's this asking you, and what may I call you? I don't want to give you my name.
Give our names. Probably not. My name's Kelly.
My name's Cecilia.
Kelly and Cecilia, I will guard your names. I will not misuse them. Where do you now stand? I can hear your voices but cannot see you.
Oh, well, we look really cute. Especially Sam, her outfit's really nice. We're not dirty at all. And we did not pee ourselves.
And we definitely don't smell.
You see she looks out and says, do you see my sisters anywhere out there? Do you see any other shapes? They might look like crystal or glass, something of that nature. Do you see any others like me?
How many spaces are there around the walls?
There's another one in here, but there were those other rooms as well that you remember where all the mirrors were shattered.
Wanna bet there were 7?
Do you want to... Do we tell her?
I think she'd want to know.
Hey, do you know what happens if your mirror were to shatter? Totally unrelated to our previous conversation.
My mirror? This is far from my mirror. I would not have it. I would not have it for all the stars in the sky or all the long years of the turning of the world. I would not have it! And you hear a boom, and you see that the mirror's glass sort of thumps outward. You get a feeling that she is trapped in here.
I pull out my mirror,
Mm-hmm.
my mirror of the past, and I am going to think about this woman whose name I do not know and look into it. It's a compact.
Yeah.
Cute.
And see what it can tell me about this person.
You look into your mirror of the past. The mirror begins to shake in your hand. I'm going to need, give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh God. That's an 18.
You hold on to your mind. When you have looked into the past before, you sometimes get like a couple of years. You get like, oh, this person had a rough, high school experience. Countless aeons and the turning of the world move past you. Histories of stars and planets that cannot exist anymore. You see this person whose name she has not given, but you know her name. Her name is the ending of things. And she wishes to be free.
I haven't felt this bad since math class. Okay. So,
Should we let her free, or...?
Please, Kelly, Cecilia. Listen to me. I hear silence, and I know that you ponder. It will be very difficult for me to escape this mirror. Long it has kept me here, but great power can I place into your hands if you should let me free. All I ask is for your help in this matter. My sisters need my aid, and I would bring it to them.
who are your sisters, though?
The most beautiful and noble beings that have ever existed.
Do they go to Egg Fort?
Sounds like a Hugh doll thing.
Oh, yeah.
You see, she smiles and looks, and she gets up and takes a step towards you.
No.
And the mist begins to part, and she says, Egg Fort.
Oh no.
Egg Fort Adventuring Academy. Yes.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Oh,
Now and you see that she looks
That's
and
my
makes
school.
eye contact with you and says,
Everyone from Bullshit.
I'm gonna actually say maidens pour into the room. So you all appear like you.
This girl's heard of our school.
Yes, now all, even from the entry, see a figure materializing closer towards the surface of the mirror from the other side. Those of you in the doorway, so Katya, Zelda, Antiope, Yell, and Ostentatia, it's almost like you see it at a diagonal, and you can see that this thing is not humanoid. There's just something about it, like catching the face at a diagonal through the mirror, you see it like extending into smoke and fractaling backwards into something far greater than a mortal being. However, for Penny and Sam, you both see what looks again like this beautiful hair like flowing down, almost like becoming of a substance with her gown, this sort of like shimmering ethereal black gown. The only piece of color, again, just this red on her lips that, if you look, maybe looks a little bit like blood.
Question, is the reason that when we're in the doorway we feel like this isn't a humanoid, is it a distance from the mirror and it's like we just can't tell, or is it something where this mirror shows you something different?
It's almost more like, to be honest, like an angle. In other words, like the thing in the mirror has only observed Penny and Sam right now.
I see.
Yes, and so you're catching something
That hasn't seen me.
Yes. So you all rush into the doorway. You see this. Sam and Penny, you see again that the woman looks and says, Egg Fort, I can tell you that my sisters are there. My sisters are there.
what the hell is that?
Oh, this is our new friend. We didn't catch your name.
Oh, we know
can I-
the name.
When I yelled that, can I hunter sense it?
Yes, you can. Hunter Sense doesn't have a saving throw or anything like that,
Nope.
right?
I just want to know like vulnerabilities, resistances.
Give me a strength saving throw.
Oh shit! Cool.
Oh no.
Yeah, 3. It's a 3. I got it.
Oh no.
No. Sorry, I lied. It's a 7.
Antiope, you go and all of you in the doorway see Antiope immediately spring to your defense. And this level of like just quickness of thought, intensity of purpose, you see Antiope's heroism in this moment. Penny and Sam, you see, this is an invisible spell, except for when it becomes visible as the woman in the mirror grabs the magic and yanks Antiope. You go skid on your back and go up. I'm gonna need Penny and Sam, who are the only people in between it. The magical tether anchoring you to your target is being used to drag you into the mirror.
Thorn whip.
No.
Lightning lure.
Lightning lure and thorn whip. Okay. Are you casting this on Antiope, or are you casting it on
A point on the ground, because Thorn Whip will whip up and grab.
incredible? These spells do, if I'm not mistaken, deal damage.
They do.
That's
It's an instantaneous reaction.
Amazing.
so tight.
I'm gonna need each of you.
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Put a counterspell instead.
Amazing. Go ahead and yes, I will actually allow a little ex post facto counterspell here. So what does Hunter's Sense allow you to
I want to know the creature's damage, immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities, and if they're hidden from divination magic or not.
do? So immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Can I kill it? Is what I would like to know.
What you immediately sense is that this thing is purely immune to all forms of necrotic damage, has resistances to almost every form of elemental damage, complete immunity to non-magical weapons. This thing is stacked with immunities and resistances. You skid across the floor, We are counterspelling. Go ahead and give me the ability check associated with counterspelling.
Ugh, that's not good. That is a 9.
That is a 9. So you go to counter. Do not break the spell that is being cast by the being in the mirror. And I'm actually going to need a strength saving throw from you as well.
Oh God.
Of course. This is a great score for me. That's a 13.
So you go to counter this spell, and she's got another rope in the mirror, pulls. I am going to go, I'm just gonna say for people that haven't acted yet. So we have a thorn whip that's gonna resolve here. Are you, you're thorn whipping at Antiope to like pull her back?
Yeah, well, if I see Sam go, I'm gonna do something else.
Okay, you see Sam go as well.
Okay, I do Erupting Earth on the mirror.
Danielle,
No, don't let her out! Don't let her out!
the mirror shatters. Sam and Antiope are saved.
And then where does that person go?
I think we're about to find out.
Hey, you guys. I made you friendship bracelets.
Oh,
It might have a piece of an evil demon creature in it. I'm not sure. I didn't check these ones.
Well, this is very sweet, but we might just let loose the ending of all things.
What?
Shit.
The ending of things. That's what it's called.
Oh. Her name is the ending of things?
I don't know if it's a name or just
It's a very
what she is.
postmodern name.
Yeah.
The ending
word
of
for it.
things.
That's pretty cool.
You hear from the mouth of the cave, hello?
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 Hi.
What? Girl!
Oh.
Maybe don't be your namesake
There's
for like
fun.
2 seconds.
Oh. Yeah.
Is that, you see Zelda looks up and says, I actually think I recognize that voice. I think that's Gorgag's friend's mom.
Is she evil?
Who?
No, she's just a lady.
my
Oh,
experience,
they're
moms can be
cool.
very evil.
They're cool.
Oh,
Is your mom?
hi, if anyone's in there, this is Sandra Lynn Faith. I'm a ranger. I'm a Salesian ranger. I'm here to rescue. Anyone
Is
who's
this Big's mom?
Yes, my daughter's is Fig. Yes, absolutely. If any-
Is she in like the somatic components class in like 3rd period?
we can have. Listen, I don't know where in the cavern you are, so if anyone wants to come.
Upstairs!
Why is your daughter a fruit?
Well, her name is Figuroth, but okay. Everyone, you see that this woman walks in who's got kind of like very like, crocodile hunter style, like ranger clothes, like khaki shorts, the little sort of tan button-ups with the sleeves rolled up shirt, big hiking boots, bow over her back. She says, oh my God, you all made it. I'm Sandra Lynn. There is something very bad happening back at the back in Elmville right now at the Adventuring Academy. You all were chained up? You got out?
Oh,
Yeah,
we-
but
we
some
handled
of
that a
us
little
liked
while
it.
ago, yeah.
Did you like?
Huh?
I'm gonna put a pin in that.
Wow, someone's mom is coming to rescue us.
Listen, the world is
Really
very
nice.
much about to end. So there's an apocalypse to avert.
As
gotta-
we follow, like, Sandra Lynn, just a question. Were you like in the neighborhood, or did you come all the way here for us?
Oh, my daughter told me that you all were captured, and I knew that there was a lair of Calvaxis nearby in the Mountains. So I came to get you as soon as I heard.
Oh my!
I don't even
God.
know Fig, and she wanted to save me.
That's so nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
While they're talking about that, I look at the mirror
Yeah.
and what just happened and if there's any remnants of anything in there.
There was that weird exhalation of wind, but I think that. Oh, actually, you know what? Anyone who wants to can give me an insight or an arcana check if you'd like.
22.
What's 9 plus 13?
13. 9 plus 13 is 22.
No.
That's a 14.
Did anybody here
24.
beat a 20?
Yeah.
Probably.
Cool.
Oh, yeah,
So this is. Oh yeah. So
26.
what do we get here? 22. 26?
22.
22?
24.
24. And what were our skills we were using? Insight here or?
Insight.
Insight,
Yeah.
insight,
Arcana.
Arcana. I will say this. So, Ostentation and Yell, as you are walking out of there, you look at the shattered mirror on the ground and can tell that in its own way, much more ancient and much more powerful palimpsest has been shattered. This mirror that was broken here was holding something here from a long, long time ago. And Yell, you feel, you got a 26, right? You don't get a bad feeling necessarily. You get a feeling like something is in play, something is in the world, something is moving.
Could I try and cast mending on this friendship bracelet and try to like put the mirror back together?
Is it still all attached to and get your
You cast a mending spell on the mirror. And as you do, you guys feel a powerful magic connect all of you. I want to go into these checks real quick, but we're going to talk about this in a moment.
I felt you connect us, and it was really nice.
I did that on purpose.
As you, for your checks, Arcana, you know with that Arcana check, and you got a 22, or Penny, you feel in this space that that Antiope and Sam very much just had their lives saved. You can see that they would have been, something terrible would have happened if they had gone through that mirror. Like Yell needed to do that, or they were very much going to go to whatever the other side of that mirror was. And number two, Antiope and Sam, there's something about the two of them as they walk out of there that just the mirror shards shake a little bit more as they move away. Antiope, you got a 24. Insight. Where are you pointing your insight to in this moment?
What? Just trying to figure out what that creature was, what the tether was. And it's almost a little bit reflexively inside too, because I think that's the first time that she's done that.
Yeah.
So she's like, what is this? And how are you, what is happening?
You feel on a 24 insight. Yeah, Penny sort of knows that the sort of nature of the spell that's happened. You have a more ranger's intuition. The thing that just escaped the mirror, you connect to it. You also feel like, oh, that thing marked me in some way. And some weird ranger's intuition possesses you in this moment, and you feel a certain thing of like, and I think you can probably tell also that Sam's been similarly marked, right? But you connect to it in some way and go, like, if something can see me, I can see it. And you feel a part of you lock on to nothing more concrete than a feeling. But when you remember the face of the being you saw in the mirror, just the completely like transparent, invisible hairs on like your shins and forearms go to attention, stand up. You feel the presence of this thing in the world in the way that like a hunter feels something that it's pursuing, and know that you can rely on that connection going forward. But again, almost similar to what Yell had, where it was not necessarily this hyper negative thing. In the shattering of that mirror, you know that many other mirrors have shattered just like that, and the thing escaping didn't feel to you like a wah ha 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 ha. It felt like something injured and weakened slinking away from a trap. It felt like something getting free somewhere. The thing you saw was not a triumphant surge or charge towards an objective, but rather a full retreat into deeper shadows than you can imagine, in places far from the sunlit world, and whatever danger is now unfolding at your old high school.
All right.
Would
In bet.
would a history check apply here or no? Just because I have very good history.
Yeah, you can make a history check.
Oh my God, where is it? 15.
You clock some primordial writing on some of the stone in here. Just interesting. Primordial is the language of elementals, something you clocked.
And I can read.
And Sam can read primordial. But there's a griffin waiting for you outside. Sandra Lynn says, all right, we're so glad we found you. You're all gonna be okay. We're gonna get you back there. My daughter and her friends might be in a little bit of trouble. There's the ritual of the ancient red dragon, Calvaxis.
Fuck dragons, let's go!
Cannot wait to find out the backstory behind that comment.
The fucker who you washed away was saying Calvaxis a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so some of his servants also attacked several homes in Elmville. It's been a wild night, but we're gonna get you to Eggfort right away. And you are swooped up, many of you, like one of you in each of the talons of the griffin and the rest of you on the back of Sandra Lynn. This griffin is struggling, just carrying on.
I'm clutching onto Sandra Lynn and I whisper into her ear, "Thanks for showing up."
She looks back and some deep mom part of her heart goes, yeah, kiddo, of course. And hey, good looking out on all of you. You showed up for each other when the chips were down. And Ostentatia finishes casting the mending. And as Ostentatia, as you mend the mirror, you see that the mirror, you touch it, and your face appears in the mirrors of all your friends' bracelets.
My face?
Your face appears in everyone else's mirror.
You're welcome.
Oh.
It's Ostentatia Cook.
I love that.
We cut a year and a half into the future. Amazing. Gang, it is a beautiful day in Elmville. It's the beginning. For some of you, it's the beginning of your senior year. For others of you, it's the beginning of your junior year. Weird palimpsest shenanigans and super seniors and repeated years, and some people intentionally bombing finals have made a weird mishmash of years to the point where for Danielle, Zelda, and Ostentatia, it is the beginning of their junior year. And for Sam, Penny, Katya, and Antiope, it's the beginning of your senior year. Maybe even for one or two of you, the beginning of your second senior
We
year.
don't talk about that.
In this beautiful morning in Elmville, it has been a year and a half. You have ventured into the Red Waste. You have fought together to claim dragon's eggs. You defeated Hyperia, the Gorgon Queen of Throshk. You are the Seven. You are known in the Eggfort Adventuring Academy as some of the most badass adventurers of all time, though, again, having the weird trait, or abnormal trait of being across years. You came about not through, meeting up and making a group formally on your first day, but through the actual events of the terrible prophecy of the Emperor of the Red Waste, Calvaxis. We are going to go ahead and begin, and this time, you know what? We'll go in reverse order. We are going to start at the Jones residence. And I'm actually going to go ahead and say, and ask for a little bit of detail here. Abria, what does the Jones home kind of look like here? What do we see when we see the Jones residence?
They call it the compound. It's It's very much like single story, flat, like very indoor, outdoor living. And there's like a central ludus in between. Like instead of a yard, there's just this outdoor like training area with like, it's a CrossFit. I live in a CrossFit box, I think. It's very stressful.
Antiope, you awaken still on the other side of this very vertical growth spurt.
Oh, my bones hurt.
You have your bow and your arrows there by your side. How's your bedroom decorated as you wake up this morning?
It's kept super clean and fairly Spartan. But there's like there's one big mirror at the far end that like you can see there's like holes in the wall where it keeps getting moved like higher and higher because I went into the palimpsest at like a solid 5'7" and I'm like rocking 6'2" now. So it's like much bigger. And then there's just like a bad Sharpie version of a dragon like that gets scribbled out and just give it a weird look.
You walk out and begin to walk through the halls of your home. Again, very Spartan, the compound. Any art objects that are here are dedicated to a multi-generational lineage of some of the greatest fighters that have ever lived in Solace. You see grandparents, aunts and uncles. You even see a hall of portraits of your older brothers, Ajax and Prospero and Ulysses. You even see a photo of your teacher and older sister, Corsica.
Cool.
And all of these portraits are them not only in incredible combat, but also incredible combat specifically in the service of Solace. Your family, a lot of your family has gone into the military, has gone into the service of the Council of Chosen, sort of like Silesian National Guard. And you see that there are all these mottos up on the wall of like service, fidelity, and loyalty. And you see that there is a big space up on the wall where your portrait will one day go. And you walk into your kitchen. A fleet of blenders are up on
gang stay strong.
are there. You see off in the corner on a little fantasy treadmill is your dad, who is extremely muscular, salt and pepper mustache, little salt and pepper hair. Like he is hair is usually buzzed and shaved, but he's got a little bit of the like salt and pepper stubble just around his head, where he's like the balding has kind of come up and around. Dad is like very muscular fit, but your dad is also like old dad. Your dad's like way later 60s.
I was a mistake. It's fine. It's a surprise. It's a surprise.
Surprise, not mistake.
And you see he's got like, again, like your dad exercises in like kind of like Olivia Newton-John garb, like headband, like weighted wristbands, weighted, like.
They have for sure updated workout apparel. You do not have to wear like it's
No,
why is it shiny?
Keep it going, Mr.
The light
Jones.
it catches the eye, Dad.
Yeah, you see, he goes, you gotta be limber. You gotta be babe. You gotta be limber. You gotta stay on it. These are the clothes. I move like a fox in these clothes. You see, just.
Silver Fox Daddy.
Yeah, okay, whenever we talk about Antiope's dad, we got, yep, that's fantastic.
So your dad is on the treadmill. He's got like the reel. You see that every like 10 seconds he like reapplies the little heart monitor sticky because he of course measures heart rate the whole time. But he's also got a lot of chest hair, so it's like keeps coming off and keep putting it back on. And your mom, Athena, is also here in the room. Your mom is a beautiful, very plump older woman. She's got some little half-moon spectacles. Your mom is an incredible fighter in her own right, but also sometime in her middle age, moved into being a tactician and studies like the history of warfare and combat. So you see that she smiles, looks over at you. She's got a huge, her dreads are up in like a big bun that like wrapped around and makes sort of a little bun on top. And she looks over and smiles and goes, Antiope, good morning, sleepyhead. Nice to see you up.
Sorry.
You see that she smiles and says, "You hungry?"
Yeah, can I have I can chew. I'm very good at.
We just gotta have a shake. We have a shake ready
Yeah,
to
thank
go.
you. I don't want bananas in it.
No bananas, of course. I
Thank you.
remember.
All egg whites.
You look around, and again, there are like all of these very worn stools at the kitchen counter. You have again 4 older siblings, all of whom are within like 8 years of each other, and then you're 8 years younger than Corsica. And there is very much a feeling in this house that, and has been for a couple of years, of like a long bringing up of the rear, a long caboose of like all the other kids grew up and moved out. And then your mom and dad kind of act in some ways like parents that are retired, but there's just like, but in other words, like they already have like turned your siblings' rooms into like dens and offices and workout rooms. They're like living their post-child life kind of in the last year or two of your high school.
The nest isn't empty yet. Please.
You just got called a long
caboose. That's gotta be something.
That's
That's salt and lemon. In the
I like Juicy Couture track pants with long caboose on the ass.
Yeah, the caboose part is really scrunched in there like a bad happy birthday sign. It's just
My siblings call me El Cab, and it's very sad.
listen, El Cab.
El Cab.
Amazing. The front door opens and your older sister Corsica walks in. Waves hi to your parents. She's got the awesome like silvery chrome buckler over her back, sharp like tank, athletic shorts. She's got like the gladius at her side, long box braids down at the moment. And you see that she looks over and just goes like, "Hey, Aunt, how's it going?"
Hey, Cor. How's it? Hey.
It's going.
What's up?
Going good. You see that she looks over, sits down, and makes sort of a meaningful eye contact with your mom. Athena sort of raises her eyebrows.
I can see, like, I can pick up nonverbal cues. What is this? What is happening?
Corsica, am I allowed to say?
What is? I hate this.
You see that. Corsica sort of nods and says, "I'm not allowed to say anything until Principal Eggfort's going to want to meet with you and the rest of your pals today. It's an advance. I'm not supposed to share that, but I just heard it in the faculty office, so."
No, we don't. What does that? Are we in trouble? Why? For what reason? Hold on. We can't be done with this part. That's anxiety for the day. Why are you like this?
You see that Corsica says, "I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. Do you still need to ride to school or no?"
I mean, yeah, no, I can go. I'm fine. No, I would like a ride.
Okay, I'll give you a ride. You see that your mom says, Antiope, your father brought up something interesting to me this morning. Do you remember a colleague of mine, a woman named Charity Blythe, who works for the Council of Chosen? She's in charge of the Ministry of Adventure, and we talked to her about a internship, which, you know,
Yeah.
I know that you like your friends a lot.
I like my friends a lot, and I have a good thing. Cool. At what point is this, like, now this is the point where you like spring this on? Why are you? Okay, keep going. I'm sorry. I'm listening. I don't want this, but continue.
You seem upset.
It's a big, no, I'm fine. Don't tell me how I feel.
I didn't tell you how you felt. I said you seem upset.
Cool. I love having a master tactician for a mother. Like, please get the fuck out of my head. I hate this.
Are you saying the master tactician thing because you want me to apologize for
Why
who
are you
I am
getting
and what I
calmer?
do?
Like, you get calmer when I get keyed up, and I feel like that's an intentional thing, and Dad's just there fucking vibing on a, you can interact at any point.
I love
Why
you,
is her
sweetheart.
shirt off?
The thing is, the mom
my
is hot too.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. The whole Jones family can get it.
Yeah, technically.
You see that your mom says, you seem keyed up, and you've just said that you're keyed up. I can tell that you're keyed up.
Yeah, okay. We don't have to use that phrase over and over. Fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Just saying it all those extra times make it happen?
Oh. I love playing a team.
So here's the thing, I would say a thing that's hurtful, but I know you dealt with this like 40 years ago while you're going through menopause with all of my other siblings, so I'm just gonna be the chill one and I'm not gonna escalate the situation. So what's happening?
Corsica fully pushes herself back from the table and just looks like, and you see your mother goes, do you think that there is anything other than love in my heart for you, even when you say hurtful things? Antiope, it was a very hurtful thing to say, and all it did was telegraph your weakness and insecurity to me.
My
I felt bad and now I feel mad again.
Just remember, in life, when you are committed to the ideal of strength in the tradition of many Joneses before you that have come and served the nation of Solace, remember, nothing can harm you when you are a part of something greater than yourself. And all of these insecurities and all this ego, it's all coming because you yourself are worried about your future, and me and your father want to help. That's all.
Thank you for your help.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you for saying so.
Okay. It's deep. Yeah. Yeah.
Corsica is in the front seat of the car driving you to school that day. And about it's like 4 minutes of silence is just.
Why'd you say it? I handled that badly.
You handled that badly.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't want an inner chip. I'm part of something better than myself. I got that quote wrong. I've heard it so many times. I'm sorry. I have a thing, and you guys are like trying to do like another thing on it, and I don't want that necessarily.
You're. Yeah. You start getting some texts on your crystal, by the way.
Oh, thank God.
You see, it's from Ajax, Prospero, and Ulysses, your older brothers,
No.
saying, just saying, wow, 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 wow. And Ulysses quotes the thing that you said to your mom, and start being like, yeah. You see that one of them even they start FaceTiming with you. You see Ajax, who's just enormous, muscle bound, they're lifting, and then every time he does, he just eats a huge bowl of eggs, and then does another few sets. And
Eat a potato. Why are you like this?
What? Listen, I don't know if Corsica said it already. You can fight it, and there's a lot of great training in fighting it. Mom and Dad win. In the end, Mom and Dad win. So I don't know what to tell you. Mom and Dad win in the end.
They always do. Ugh.
You see that it says, love you, Aunt. I do.
I love you too. I'm just scared about the future. But I'm not having a moment with you while you're mid-bench.
All right, I'm gonna get this set. Oh, my second. And again, your brother Prosper looks at you, sort of like little spectacles, Eldritch Knight brother, and just goes like, "This is Mom's a tactician.
Yeah.
She appreciates tactics.
Yeah.
So all you have to.
Why are we not calling that just manipulator? That's what that is. I don't know why we call it tactics.
That's a pretty good tactic. You should use that on her.
Oh my God, thank you.
And you take off with Corsica. Your final brother, Ulysses, who's the gunslinger, just says Aunt, you know that they love you and they're doing the right thing. They're worried because you're worried.
Ugh. I am a teenager still. I'm gonna feel that way, I think, forever. I don't like this.
You see, Ajax goes, "Are you guys all worried?" And you see that your other brothers go, "No, I'm pretty confident. I think I'm doing great." And you see Corsica's like, "Yeah, I feel pretty good too." We're gonna cut from there to a beautiful home. We're gonna cut to a home that is not the Nightingale home.
No, it's not.
This is the Everpedal home.
Yeah.
Sam, what do we see when we look at the Everpedal family home?
So the Everpedal family home, they are like upper middle class, like solidly upper, but not like upper class. But they have one of those houses that has like a white veranda and like columns and a bunch of hanging flowering plants just all over the place. The entire place, you can smell it from like a block away. And on the inside, it's all like warm tones of brown and like russet and like little bits of green in there. Like it's a very welcoming and inviting home, except it feels a little empty and cold.
Sam, you are starting your morning off in your bedroom, which is in the upper floor of the house. How is Sam's room appointed?
Sam's room is probably just as extra as she is. We're talking like seashells on like a mirror, a large mirror on the corner, like canopy with a full silk bedspread, like a fluffy fur white rug on the ground, like a vanity that's like white and gold in the corner.
Beautifully appointed room. You step out of your room. You get a little text from Zelda being like, "Hey, if you're still good for that ride, I'd love to come get a ride with you and Sebastian."
Definitely come pick you up.
And you walk downstairs, walking to the upper hallway. Sam's room is, I mean, every room in this house is nice and large and spacious. You walk past a room with the walls no longer painted. They just are covered in white primer. There's no furniture in the room. There is an elevated part of the floor, as this was a very decadent master bedroom at one time, with a room maybe even a little bit more extra than Sam's, maybe even pointedly always a little more extra than Sam's. It is now very empty, and the person who once occupied it is never mentioned in this house.
It's strange to have a space that she occupied and not have her in it, because she always filled the space to the point it was overwhelming.
A very empty house. You walk downstairs and you see Rebecca Everpedal down there. Rebecca Everpedal is, or I should say was, Penelope's human parent. Penelope was a half-elf, so she had an elven dad and a human mom. Rebecca looks up. Rebecca is very upper middle class. Mom, some sort of like very crisp, like quilted pencil skirt, quilted jacket, like matching, and some fillers in her face, being wed to an unaging elven man.
Not fair.
There's a lot of
respect.
Botox up in that face.
Yes.
Just up in that mouth.
And you see that Rebecca is, there are some cardboard boxes in a corner, and there's some, like a suitcase is out, and Rebecca looks up and goes, "Sammy, how are you doing, sweetheart?"
Hi, I'm good. What's with all the boxes? Is this Everpedal?
Oh. You want to take a seat, sweetheart?
I'm not sure I do now.
It's nothing that you have to worry about. You're fine. It's about me and Gideon. I'm gonna be Oh my God. And she starts crying and laughing at the same time. Okay, so sweetheart, you know,
I go instantaneously to her.
yeah, she just takes Kleenex and starts dabbing at herself. You know, you're my daughter. You're my sweet daughter, kiddo. Me and Gideon have been going to counseling ever since, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not working. And I wish I could say that it was going to, but it's not.
But you can't be alone.
Oh, yes, I can.
I just meant since everything that happened.
You know, Gideon is, you know, he's out working. He's on a business trip right now, and he got in touch with me and let me know that, you know, that we're gonna move forward and we're gonna make it sort of a legal process now. And it's just gonna be better for me to not be living here.
He let you know through a phone call?
Ooh. Yeah, kiddo.
Do you want to burn all his stuff?
I know you could. You're an incredibly powerful sorceress.
I can make this happen.
Yeah.
Sweetie.
I'm better at drowning things, but you know.
Sweetie, he's in Falinel with his assistant.
Oh, the blonde one? Not the blonde one.
Yeah, the blonde one. Yeah.
He's been spending so much time with her since she got her butt done.
Sam, I know. I know that. I know.
Your butt looks better.
She just hug and just starts bawling. She's like, I'm so sorry. You've been through more than anyone. You've been through so much, and I don't want to I'm an adult and I don't want to lean on you. But look, what I wanted to say is I'm gonna go be with my sister for a little while. We're just over in Ashgrove. We're not that far away. And the point is this, I've already reached out. We're gonna have meals in the fridge. We're gonna have pre-prepped meals in the fridge, and obviously you're gonna be on my delivery account, so food is gonna be here. You're gonna have a place to stay, you know, and I'll have the crystal system up so you can.
Do you want me to be here alone?
Well, you're welcome to come with me to Ashgrove, but I know you're in your last year at Eggfort, and you know. That's a hell of a commute, kiddo.
I don't know if I could be here alone when she was.
I don't have the answers, sweetheart. I'm sorry. You know, I'll bring it up because she did call me. I did talk to her last night. Your mom, Camille, called.
Oh boy, what did she want?
She said a lot of really ignorant stuff.
Is she still on about the comeback? Is that what her current obsession is? After she's done fucking the pool boy?
Yeah. She basically said that, you know, she said she didn't think that you should finish out at Eggfort, but if you were going to, it's a short enough time away now that you're a senior that you should be planning a comeback and planning a re-entry into showbiz. She kept saying people don't know Sam Nightingale. They don't know, you know, that this is a, and she said a lot of other stuff about that it will be very in vogue, and I got a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh, so it's fashionable now. That's why she wants me to do it. Wow, it's fashionable to transition. Got it, great. I've deleted her number from my phone. You can just not answer those calls. You can just not. In fact, I prefer you didn't. In fact, if she calls, why don't you just throw your fucking phone across the room and shatter into pieces, just like I'd like to do to her skull? I might have anger issues.
Sweetie, if you didn't, I'd be more worried. She takes her crystal out, opens it up. You see her delete a number and delete a contact and block the number and say, we don't need selfish people in our lives, sweetie.
Thank you, Mom.
She fully kisses you on the cheek and just wraps you up in this big embrace. She says, sweetie, if you want to come stay in my sister's apartment with me, we'll snuggle up on the sofa and we'll get you, there's a light rail that comes to town and you can take the train in to go to school. If you don't want to be in this house, I understand.
I'll be okay. I think you need time.
Oh.
Can we revisit setting things on fire?
There are a few things that I would love to be Ash. And you go with Rebecca and collect some stuff in Ash. Collect some stuff and make a little bonfire of some of Gideon's.
Incredible.
There's a like crystal like vinyl record collection of
Any
Gideon.
trophies.
Any trophies.
I'm gonna melt down into like a disgusting little brick, and then just where is he staying?
Gideon? He's staying at the Mithril Arms in Falonel.
Classy. I'm mailing it to him.
Amazing. You after Rebecca gives you a kiss on either cheek, and she says, "I'm not going up for a little while, so there'll be time we'll have a little dinner and we'll."
I know you're not gone forever.
I'm a crystal call away, sweetie. And you get into your beautiful, like, sea foam green aqua convertible.
With the seashell detail and the scales.
With the seashell details and the scales. The car, as soon as you sit in the driver's seat and put your handbag with your crystal in it on the center console, the car automatically turns on. Sam Nightingale. You see that Sebastian says, Ms. Nightingale, where to?
Sebastian to Zelda's house.
As you wish. And you see the exhaust, like little beautiful bubbles just come out of the exhaust.
Yes, my car is fuckable, okay?
We know.
Find out.
We know. I'd love to find out, Sam.
Incredible. Sam, you take off and you pick up, you go to Zelda's house. Zelda is like moss covered. You see that there's just like a centaur wearing a toga passed out on its side with like a wreath of laurel leaves. You see there's like clearly like a party happened here last night, fully a weeknight. And you see
so perfectly normal. Yeah.
Perfectly normal. It's a wild sort of like bacchanal here most of the time. Big house. Windows are all sort of shuttered up so that people don't get bright sunlight in their hangovers indoors. And like hoodie up, but with like her horn still crawling around it. Zelda sprints out and goes, "Hey Sam, thanks for the ride so much."
No problem, Zelda. Just get in.
You see that she opens the door, gets into the other seat, and does the thing she does every morning. She's like, "Shotgun, okay?" Or
You can always take shotgun.
I just didn't know if someone else called it.
No. You have shotgun. You keep that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Do I ever pick up anyone else before school? Like.
No, I'm sorry. I always think maybe someone else is getting a ride, and it would be so awkward.
Do you want me
It
to
would be
write your Sebastian? Can I write Zelda's name on the seat now, or?
Mistress, of course. And you see Zelda's name comes in like this beautiful sea foam embroidery on like the cream leather seats.
See, full-blown permission and consent. Yeah.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Is everything okay?
Not really. I don't want to bog down the morning though. Like it's fine. Everything's. The Everpedals are divorcing.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I mean, I can't say I shouldn't be surprised. I guess there was a lot of yelling and fucking of assistants. You know, you sort of like meet people when they're together and you just sort of expect them to stay that way, no matter what happens. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's fucked up that grown-ups change. Like, I mean that. It's fucked up that they change. It's like it's weird when you realize that like the people who have always looked the same and been the same and you've been getting older and taller and learning more, and then something of theirs breaks, it's like fucked up.
Tell it to my mother, she never changes. There's a lot of cosmetic surgery that goes into that, but
yeah, I honestly, I can't think about your mom too much, or
you'll go into a rage. Yeah.
sorry, it's so awkward.
No, it's fine. It's fine. If I could rage like you, I would in fact do so. And,
honestly, I've seen you kind of get scarily close.
Well, you know, thunder and lightning and waves and all that, they have an effect.
She puts a hand on your arm and says, "I'm really sorry, Sam. It sucks."
Yeah. Is it fucked up that I'm gonna miss, like, Mr. Everpedal too, even though he cheated on her?
No, like, yeah.
And I set a lot of his stuff on fire and melted down all his trophies from college.
Yeah, even the things that are like in your life that weren't great, even if they were, you still might have like relied on them and had them be familiar. I get it. Sebastian, with Sam and Zelda in the front seats, cruises off towards the school, and we go over to the Luckstone home. Hooray! So, Becca, what do we see when we see the Luckstone home?
Wow, you see the Luckstone. It is a giant stone that this sort of thatch lean-to has been built up against and curving into. Very simple, modest home that obviously bits and pieces had to be added on to over the years to allow for all the Luckstone children, of which we're lucky enough to have all 20 of us.
Lucky number 20.
Yeah, well, I was number 1. No big deal.
Amazing. We zoom into the Luckstone home, where it's a busy, happy morning with 20 kids. We see Mom and Dad, Bonnie and Danny.
Bonnie and Danny.
Bonnie and Danny are there, and you see that the home is a kind of like maddening mix of order and chaos, because there is no way for 20 kids to be running around in a house and not have it be total chaos, but also you couldn't have 20 kids without incredible systems of organization that the parents are putting into place. So there's things like blocks scatter, and there's like a like trap set, like a rogue trap set up to like immediately like sweep the blocks out of the hall as the next kids run down the hall. There's like, you see that Bonnie and Danny are running through. Danny has like 3 days of scrap. Danny is fully a stay-at-home dad. So Danny is just there, like looking like mad, and he's like, "Okay, get the juice boxes!" and like throwing them into these sack lunches. There's like a sort of weird, again, like rogue mechanism. There's like a spinning like saw blade that like shoots a bunch of pre-made sandwiches into the lunch bags. Like, and your mom's like, "T-minus 3 minutes and we are out the door." You see her look over and go, "Penny, sweetheart, how you doing, darling?"
Good, good. Do you need me to grab anything for anybody?
"You're all good, sweetie. We have 30 seconds to do this. We got a letter in the mail from the Society of Shadows. It would be a bigger deal. It's a very big deal. I would celebrate it, but we're on a schedule."
Wait, Society of Shadows? It was a letter for me?
A letter for you from the Society of Shadows.
Okay, and you kept it?
Kept it from you. It's an organization of secret rogues. They're the best rogues in the world. They have an apprenticeship program.
What?
You've gotten a full ride, sweetie. You've been killing it. You've been doing great. So you would have to move to some secret clandestine headquarters. Again, this should be dramatic. dramatic and filled with pauses. I can't do that right now. We're not gonna get to the bus on time.
Mom, I need to know more stuff about this.
Here you go, babe, there's the letter, okay? That's for you.
Can we discuss this maybe, and you can tell
Not
me about
now!
Okay.
Okay? I love you.
I love you
You're
too.
such a great student. You're the apple of my eye. You're such a high achiever, and I love it about you. That's the time.
Wait, no, I have a, okay.
And you see she opens at the door. Danny comes over and goes, sandwich!
Yes, please.
There it is.
Okay.
And, you see that as you start going out the door, you see that Bonnie and Danny walk out. So your mom works and runs a very stressful tourist tavern in downtown. And your dad is mostly a stay-at-home dad, but pulls a couple shifts here and there. All your family are Mumple people, so
Yeah,
the Mumple
people.
You're Mumple people for the most part. So you see that the bus for Mumple comes up, and all your other 19 siblings begin to pile into that bus. Your mom says, "Are you grabbing a ride with a friend today, or do you need a ride?"
I could crystal somebody and see. Yeah.
That would be great. Your dad had to pick up an emergency shift. Your dad looks and says, yeah, I got to go to the mall and stand at the front and talk about things that are happening in town.
That's a thing you do?
The city pays some Mumple professors to just be at the mall and say sort of things that are going on in town.
But the tavern's going great. You don't even need to do that.
We're
I thought money was fine. Like, do I need to get a job?
Sweetie, you don't worry about it. Mom and I have everything covered, okay?
No, I know.
We're on the ball.
Yeah, no, you cover everything. It's just, sometimes I think that you might shatter into a million pieces, and that would...
If you work, hey, kiddo, if you work hard and you smile and you put in the elbow grease and you give it your all and you sing a little song about it, I'm fine.
Okay, Dad, I believe you and take you at your word.
All right, say, what do we do, kids? And you see every one of your little siblings who, again, you see that like all of your little siblings exist in a space. You can watch the spectrum of the youngest siblings who live in the perfect happiness of a life where people have worked really hard to give them everything. And as it goes up the spectrum and gets closer and closer to adulthood, you see the kids that have gotten old enough to start modeling your mom and dad's behavior. So your dad's like, hey kids, remember, sing a little song on your way to school, and that way you'll be fine. And your dad gets in a car and takes off. Your mom goes, all right, sweetie, you have a friend picking up your crystal. Can I walk you to the corner?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Mom, you're doing great.
Gives you a kiss on the cheek. She goes like, wow, oh my God, we carved out. This is a full 2-minute walk to the corner. Carve that out, take that schedule.
It was really special, and I really appreciated the time. Can we talk about this Society of Shadows thing?
Well, you know, your dad and I are Mumple people, so we sort of, had to take everything on face value. But it seems like a very big deal. It's basically it's a grad school, it's a college. So it's not in Solace, so you'd have to move to attend, but it's basically a full ride apprentice program.
Well, my whole adventuring party is here, though. So how?
Oh, well, yeah. If you wanted to stay with the 7, you could absolutely do that. And
You know the name of my adventuring party?
Sweetie, I know everything about you. She rattles off like your birthday, your favorite color, how you take your sandwiches, what you like your thing.
Hate my sandwich.
Yeah, and like
Cream, yeah.
Yeah, that's how you take it with cream. But like runs down this list that you can see is filled with very genuine. It's two emotions at the same time, neither of which compromise the other. It is a full and burning love for you as the unique individual that you are, and also a ferocious need to be on top of it.
Yeah. I get that.
So, the 7 maidens, if you that's what you want, then
Yeah, I couldn't choose anything else for them because they're the most important thing in the world to me. I mean, I've already said they're 30 crystal messages just this morning.
For sure. You know, do you have? One of the things is this just it takes. You know, there's a certain amount of money. You know, this is a full ride. So I don't know if you have a patron or a sponsor for your adventuring party yet, but that's something to consider, because if you have to sponsor yourselves, then that you know it all costs something. So that's just something. Just being practical. It's just something to think about.
Yeah, I just feel like a lot of the sponsors out there are dragons, and we kind of can't go there.
Dragons have a tremendous amount of wealth, you know, and you know. But sweetie, ultimately, you make the decision that's right for you. And again, you don't have to do this. I've never heard about this group before. I think that's the point. They're very proud about how secret they are. But one of the things I just want to say is anything you want to do is good. And I support you in everything that you want to do. And you know, you've always been our oldest, and kind of you march to the beat of your own little drum, and you know the drum more than I do, and I trust you, okay?
Wow, that's a lot of pressure, but yeah, I appreciate
If you
it.
get it wrong, that's beautiful, because it was you getting it wrong.
So much of a blank check to write that it really is leaving too many possibilities
You've
open.
sailed past the horizon of your dad and my frame of reference long ago, so you're taking our love with you into an area where we can't provide perspective.
Wow. Okay, so I'll just figure it out. Yeah.
You'll have to.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
And so
This is really nice.
this is really nice, sweetheart. Bye-bye. Do you shoot a text to anybody to pick you up on your way to?
I hit up Sam to hop
Amazing.
in the back of Sebastian.
Yeah.
Lovely. I love
You
it.
can hear the bubbles coming from around the corner.
And as the bubbles come around the corner, you hop in the back. Hey, Penny.
Kidding, girl, we're going waving. Wait, no, surfing.
We're going surfing.
All right. Penny's so tiny, she just like hops over into the back seat and just immediately, you can't even see her. She's way
You have to like take down the armrest, and there's like a custom seat, or like a halfling size seat in the armrest.
Like in the cup holder. 2 feet in the
Yeah.
Amazing.
But my name is carved in embroidery in the tiny cup holder seat.
In the tiny cup holder seat, exactly. Amazing. We move from there to Skull Cleaver Manor, which is not just a home. It is rather an estate. Reka, could you please describe a Skull Cleaver Manor for us?
It is an enormous mansion, just like the kind of thing you could take a picture from a helicopter to get a full view of, like a Beyonce Jay-Z mansion situation. And that is the part of the house that is the line of Cleaver's pride and joy. But almost, if we're just pan slightly to the left, is small stable. Okay, and this is kept up nicely, but it's not the main attraction of the house. But this is where the action's at for Katya. There are 101 horses in there. If you were like going in Katya's room, there's wings of this house, right? And it's actually kind of a trip to get to another wing. Her dad works in one area, her room is in another area. They often will eat dinner together through like a Zoom conference call kind of situation. It's just a lot of effort to get across this house. Katya kind of lives by the hands of a lot of the house's staff, you know. She's, you know, chummy with the butler and the farrier and all those people. Her bedroom is like how you would design a 2-year-old's bedroom. She's never made any amendments besides the bed because she doesn't care what her room looks like. She doesn't really care about her possessions. Her closet is like her horse shrine. She's got all her horse riding materials in there. And I mean materials, I mean books. I mean letters to each horse for their birthday. Her riding clothes, dozens of helmets, all this sort of thing. And she is currently at the stable.
Amazing. Your beautiful, magnificent horse, Cinnamon, is there. She is, again, this gorgeous Palomino horse. Like many of the horses here, she is magical. She is like a permanent seed find steed spell, basically. To the effect, and Cinnamon is this like, again, gorgeous like auburn rust color with the beautiful like shimmering platinum blonde like mane. But a lot of the horses here, again, the world of Spire contains so many different kinds of horses. So there are like elven steeds and Appaloosas and painteds and other things like that. And then there are horses that are straight out of like a Technicolor Oz like truly, there are some like phantasmagorical Lisa Frank wonders.
You said the magic word. Yeah. When people ask about Cinnamon, Cinnamon is like the most important thing in Katja's life. And it's like, Cinnamon was born purely from like a child's imagination. This is like the perfection of Cinnamon, like straight from like Katja's favorite series of books, The Babysitter's Horse, to reality. It's a book about a horse, it's a babysitter. Into reality, Cinnamon is born.
Yeah. Amazing. Just writing down The Babysitter Horse.
Yeah, thank you. It's a series of books. Yeah. It's incredible. It's about a horse that babysits a bunch of girls. She's a total Christie.
Amazing. You're there. The farrier, Gertrude.
Yes.
Gertrude is a wonderful, lively, bugbear woman. You see she's there with like a gray button-up shirt and this big leather apron. As a farrier, she like fashions and fits horseshoes. Mm-hmm. She's fitting sort of these magical horseshoes onto Cinnamon. Mm-hmm. And you see she looks up. She's got like big rows of these like sort of beautiful brass earrings and chains along her ears and smiles and goes like, and has a little like sort of nose to ear chain as well.
Whoa, she's Indian. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Indian.
And you see that your butler, Lockwood, is there as well, who is a hobgoblin butler. Mm-hmm. But the sort of like the master of the house has not been here for a while. Mm-hmm. And this is actually not, the staff are not very cold to you. They're actually quite, so Gertrude is going like, well, this is going to be great. Look, as soon as we get this done here, look at this here. You see that she sort of clips out and, clips the horse's hooves and puts the new horseshoes on. She says, beautiful. Look at that. A perfect fit. Thank you very much, Gertrude, from Cinnamon. Lockwood sort of crosses his arms and says, like, that's lovely that he's... by the way, for breakfast, I only got an order for Cinnamon's breakfast. I didn't get your order for breakfast.
Oh, it's okay. we take the same.
Hot oats with berries. Very fancy for a horse. You see, just brings up these two things. He's like, you must let me put hot water on the oats for you.
It's okay.
Gertrude looks up and says, well, Gertrude looks up and says, oh, what's this? And a little screen appears. There's like literally a mounted TV screen in the stable. Skullcleaver Manor is many generations of half-orcs who descend from one of the earliest and most famous adventurers in like the foundation of Solace's history. So this is like old money. Mm-hmm. And the screen comes on, and a little bling, 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 and you see it says Mr. Cleaver on it, your dad.
I hit the thing, got my dry, hot oats in my mouth. I don't know how we accomplished both of those flavors or textures. Hi, Dad.
You see, there's a thing. Is it working? Is it working?
Yeah, Dad, it's working. It works every day.
I'm in a dungeon. Look at this. You see, it looks up and you see there's just like pounding stone traps and blood, and there's like a writhing pit of snakes. And you see, your dad is like a career professional adventurer. He's like almost certainly 20th level. He's like, Gotta go in here because I'm kind of demon lord. Can you believe it?
Oh my God, Dad, when are you gonna stop doing this? You don't need to be doing this anymore.
Oh, listen, as long as the world needs somebody to run in here and cleave skulls, your old man's gonna be cleaving them, kiddo. That's the truth.
Can you at least take direct flights where you go? I feel like you're trying to save money everywhere you go.
Oh, direct flights like I'm made of money?
Oh, okay, you are.
And topiary, endless topiary.
You're made of money, Dad. What are you gotta use the money, right? You gotta enjoy it.
That money, can become magic items. That can become material components. You know how many times I've died and they have to bust a gem to get my dead ass back alive?
I know how many times you've died.
I died a lot of times, kiddo. Okay?
I know.
How you doing? Is that nutmeg? Hey, nutmeg.
Oh no, nutmeg's over there. This is cinnamon.
Cinnamon, beautiful.
Yeah.
Can you believe this demon lord? 888th layer of the abyss. That's deep. We're going deep this time.
Wow, you can still go that deep?
Deepest we've ever gone. Every day is a new challenge. It's my favorite part of adventuring. It's like your old man still got it.
Okay, Dad, you don't need to do that. All my friends keep talking about that.
Yeah, you see that your dad is in this incredible. He's both like your dad is armored up. Yeah. He's got like a pole arm, battle axe, sword over here, bandolier of daggers, a flintlock gun on his other hip. He's like, all of it is magic. You know that every piece of his armor, every piece of equipment has a story. He's got like magical henna tattoos that he can activate to do like battle master maneuvers and shit. Literally, like some of his tattoos can like spring out as counter spells. He's adventured for so long that he's like, I got my ass bit by magic enough times, and not again. So he looks and says, kiddo, so proud of you, so proud of you. And I wanted to say, I know it's many months, I know the year's just starting, but because I might still be in the abyss by then, and I'm not sure about service because it's an extraplanar place. So I don't know how the time works. Some of these Gal Gador, my party wizard. You know Gal Gador.
I know Gal Gador.
Uncle Gal Gador. Yeah.
Always just squishing my cheeks in a way of stupid.
He loves you.
I know.
So he was telling me that time might work in a different way. So I don't know. I might have to miss your graduation, but I'm just sending so much love to you, kiddo. I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Dad. And Katya is really sad, but one of the greatest courtesies she feels she can do to her father is not show that she is sad. Because her dad has done everything for her. Mm-hmm. And that would be his biggest nightmare, is if Katya is sad.
Mm-hmm. You see that, go ahead and make a deception roll for me if you'd be so kind.
11.
Your dad.
Oh no.
Your dad rolled a 10.
I rolled a 10, but with a +1.
He has a -1. So your dad has a -1 to his insight check. And so he looks at you and says, "Oh, great, kiddo. I'm glad. I was worried you might be upset. I just know because, I miss you like crazy.
I miss you too.
And, obviously, if mom was in the picture, someone would have been there to just to get you to graduation and get you all done up. But I sent a message to Lockwood. So there. I didn't send it. Lockwood, are you there? You see Lockwood? Make an insight check.
9 + 2, 11.
Yeah, I don't think Lockwood's trying to hide it. You see Lockwood looks disappointed. You see that it says, Lockwood, buddy, if you just want to make sure that graduation, whatever Katya wants, whatever the school's asking, go get the best version. Go talk to someone, get the best version of it, okay? And you see Lockwood says, right you are, Master Cleaver. And you see that he says, thanks, bud, great, good job. You're all like family to me, right? Nutmeg too.
Nutmeg's laughing. I lie. Nutmeg's laughing.
He says, hey, been all over the multiverse. Been everywhere. I've been everywhere. You're the greatest adventure I've ever been on. All right?
Thank you, Dad.
Love you like crazy,
Love
kiddo.
you too.
All right, be well. Hey, be well. And knock them dead. Huh? Hey, what do cleavers do?
Knock him dead.
Knock 'em dead. All right, kiddo, take care.
Bye.
What does Katya do?
I think she is very aware that Lockwood's eyes are probably on her from knowing that that was like a bummer.
Yeah.
And she tries to, you know, she's been brushing Cinnamon's hair for probably fucking 3 hours.
Yeah.
And she just says to Lockwood, "You don't have to get me anything."
Well, if there's anything you wish for, you know that myself and Gertie and everyone will do whatever's in our power to get it for you, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's one thing I wish for, but he's working.
You hear a crunch and see that Gertie has straight up punched through a piece of stable fencing. Goes, right, oh, my hand's bleeding. I'm gonna go. You see, she gets up. Cinnamon looks, and looks again at like the little locket around your neck.
Yes, which is a half heart for like a best friend necklace that's not complete.
And Cinnamon looks and says, Katya, why don't we go on a fun ride? Why don't we go the scenic way to school today? I'll take you to school today.
I would love that. Oh my God. I mean, every idea you have is just better than the previous one, Cinnamon. You're just so good at everything.
I love you, and there is no greater love than that a horse can have for her horse girl.
I found one. The one a horse girl has for a horse.
You see, she says, I can't do it. I don't have hands. I can't do it. If I had them, I'd be doing it.
Dry, hot-ass oats.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I want to send a breakfast check to
yeah.
Katya.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a picture of me like frowning with like a sad blender bottle.
Yeah. Dry, hot oats.
We suck.
Incredible. We are going to move from Katya to the incredible Ostentatia Wallace, a home that we have actually seen crafted by the incredible Rick Perry. Shout out to Rick Perry. Yeah. How is Ostentatia's home appointed right now, and where is Ostentatia in the home as she awakens?
Ostentatia wakes up in her cavernous bedroom that has a lot of purple all over it. And she's got one of those like canopy beds.
Does Ostentatia pray for her spells in the morning or at night before she goes to sleep?
At night.
Cool. So you pray for your spells. You feel the magical power as you awaken after you've prayed for your spells. To Logren Soul Forger. Minor thing about the god of the forge in sort of this dwarven tradition is a lot of clerics are able to speak to their deity, and the dwarves get spells from the god of the forge, but he in that faith has not communicated to or spoken to a cleric in like many centuries. So you just feel the presence of the magic there, and awaken, and you can hear sounds in the kitchen downstairs of music playing, something boiling, something's being cooked, and you can hear your mom talking to your grandma downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like put on like headphones or whatever normal people use, not like over the ears, but like in the ears. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm like listening to like early 2000s top 40s. And go downstairs and like start my day.
You head downstairs. Do you walk into the kitchen to get something to eat or drink first thing in the morning? You went into the kitchen. As you're listening to music, how loud is the music? Would you be able to hear your mom or grandma saying something to you?
No. But I like walk up and kiss my nonna on the cheek and like like hip bump my mom and like get orange juice from the fridge.
She looks at you, she sees the earbuds in, and you see that she like hip bumps you back and starts talking something, and you just see her, you can't hear her because she does the cute little hip bump and goes,
I can't hear you.
she reaches and pulls one out and says, I know you can't hear me. Come into the kitchen like you got nothing to say to anybody. You know, so.
Hi.
Oh, well, hi, miss. Hi, young miss.
What did I do?
Well, it's you coming in here. You so like you say hello, like your grandmother's come over. You know.
Grandma's here every day.
Yes, and you should be so lucky that your grandma comes over every day.
Oh my God. What did I do?
You didn't do it. I love you. I don't want to fight first thing
you,
in the
Ma.
morning. You see that your Nona comes over and says, beautiful, beautiful, mwah, mwah.
You're beautiful. You're so fucking hot, Grandma.
You see that she says, your mom, by the way, is a beautiful. She's like decked out like you as well. She's like incredibly orange tan, like spray tan. Bushy brown beard. Your grandma has this long braided silver beard with all these like old school heirloom brooches and rings in it. And you see,
Can't wait to get those when she dies.
and you see that your grandma does a thing where she very cutely like grabs your face to kiss it, but then you see she rubs her thumb on your chin and she goes, why you shave? You patchy? Still patchy?
It just doesn't grow for me.
We do. I go with, she says, you get mushroom from deep underground. And you see your mom says, your Nona's gonna make a mushroom sauce if your beard's not coming. Is it not coming in full?
It is coming in, but I don't want it to show.
Don't tell Grandma you shave on purpose. I don't mind that you shave on purpose. I know dwarves your age shave their face. Just don't tell your grandma you shave on purpose.
I'm not gonna tell.
Don't take an attitude with me.
I don't
take
have
an
an attitude with you.
me. I love you. Oh, your cousin Chenzo called. He's having problems with the garage. Can you do a miracle?
Yeah.
Talk to Forge God and get a miracle.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I could also just like fix it.
No, he's not getting enough cars in. He doesn't want you to fix the cars. If you can do a miracle so more cars are breaking down in the neighborhood.
Okay, I could try to do something like that, but it doesn't just sort of happen. Like...
Chenzo does a lot for this family and he doesn't ask for a lot.
Freaking yelling
I'm not yelling at you!
I love you.
I love you.
Yeah, I'll call him, but like I got school.
I'm not asking for you to move heaven and earth. I'm asking.
You just asked me to perform a freaking miracle.
Don't raise your voice to me!
You are asking too much.
I'm sorry, Nona.
You see that Nona takes a little sprig of like a floral, deep subterranean mushroom and just like spritzes some water on you and your mom. Just,
Stop! I put toner on today already.
it's not when you fight in the kitchen, it's poison whatever is cooking.
We're not fighting. We're talking.
I love you.
I love you.
You see your mom says, I love you, I love you. We all love each other.
You.
Give me a perception check if you'd be so kind.
18.
You see that your dad's tools, his mithril working tools, which just hang on this like leather-backed chair in a little room adjoining the kitchen and just kind of been there since the mithril factory shut down, are gone. The mithril tools are gone.
Who's that?
Oh, your father ran out. There was a union meeting. They were sort of calling, so he's at the union hall.
For what?
Give me an insight check.
23.
It's nothing. Your mom is keeping a secret from
What
you.
is it?
Nothing.
That's not true.
Call me a liar?
Yeah, I'm calling you a liar because you're lying to me.
Well, maybe I wouldn't lie if you didn't call me a liar.
What's
What?
happening?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Look, your father's at the union hall. It looks like for the time being that talks with management have terminated.
Talks with management have terminated. Put it vaguer, please.
They were trying to get management to come back to reopen the Mithril factory, and it looks like at the moment there's not going to be any more negotiating. And not in the way where they reached an agreement, in the way where people are kind of walking away from the table.
All right.
Are you happy?
No.
Well, me neither. So that makes two of us. And you see that Nona looks and just goes, I am happy. You see that your mom looks and says, so, you know, your father got the news a little bit beforehand, and so is at the Union Hall right now. But looks like they were close for a little while, and that the Mithril factory is probably not going to reopen, which is fine. It just means that we're going to have to look through for something. We're just going to need it. We're just going to need a little bit of grace. That's all. If you could, I wouldn't hate it. You see, she winks back at you. And as you get ready for school, I think that you, as part of that 23 insight check, that doesn't explain why the mithril tools are gone. And you're not quite sure what that's about.
Yeah. Could I like go to the factory before I go to school?
For sure. Yeah, you can head to the factory before you go to school. On your way there, you see your dad out in the neighborhood walking to his car as you're like on the way to the mithril factory to go look for it.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him you see him walking back to his car. It looks like he's got a little bag of something in his
Can I get in? Can I be in his car when he gets in?
Yeah. Your dad, Carmine, gets into the driver's seat, gets in and goes, holy shit! Oh, Jesus. What are you doing?
Hi, Daddy.
What are you, sweetheart, my princess, my angel. You know that when you get into a car and there's someone in there and you didn't know they were going to be in there, that usually means you're about to die, right?
Yeah, that's aside the point. So, what's going on?
What's going on?
I mean, what's going on?
Oh, did your mom spill the beans?
Yeah, but she didn't even have to.
Listen, Luch, she worries. Your mom worries. We know it, okay?
What do you have?
My angel, my princess, my daughter. And he says, this is for you. And he hands you a bag. He says, I know that next year of school is starting up and you're out of gemstones for Revivify. And I know that you would hate for any of your friends to be permanently dead, wouldn't we all? So, that's for you, and that's on your own man.
Where'd you get this?
Where'd I get it?
I mean, where'd you get it?
Young lady, that's none of your biz. Make a perception check for me.
Natural 20.
Oh, Daddy, you gotta tell.
Ooh, Daddy, you gotta tell.
As you are looking at your father trying to read him, your eyes move past him to what's on this random block in Elmville, which is a pawn shop. And you look into the glass case there, and you see a number of mithril working tools.
What did you do?
I mean, what I do? I did nothing. I got them from a friend. They were friends.
Did you give away your tools?
what's the matter to you? What's the matter to you what I do to take care of my family? I'm your father. You're a kid. Why do you got a problem with me taking care of you?
I don't.
Okay then. So when I hand you 5 diamonds in a bag, how about a thank you?
I'll give you a thank you. Could I cast animate objects on the tools and make them come into the car?
You cast animate objects. You see that this like ancient, small, it's for mithril working. It's for the finest like armor making and mithril working. This hammer glows red for a moment. Boom, 2 burning hot mithril eyes open in the face of the hammer, and it pops up, and you see like literally like legs made of the wooden handle and arms made of the wooden handle, and it goes, "Thanks, kid. We're getting the fuck out of here," and smashes the glass. And you see, it's a jailbreak. Go, fellas, go.
And drive!
And you see that the tools get out, and you see that one of the other tools, there's a sort of like pair of tongs that smashes another case, grabs a gun out of the pawn shop, and just says, "I got you covered." Blam, 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 blam. We know what you want, boss. We got you. And you see that a bunch of these tools, one of them takes out a like quick crowbar. One of them that is a crowbar is grabbed by another crowbar and crowbars the trunk of the car open, and they all leap into the back.
I have opened the window for you.
What's that? Now we're good. Drive. Your dad tears off. Wow. And you see he goes, as he's driving, he's like, "I don't want to be a fucking criminal, Ostentatia."
You are.
Now?
Yeah. Well, everybody knows what you do, what you've been doing to try to keep the factory open, okay? So we're gonna keep that fucking factory open.
Your dad pulls over, gets out of the car, and says, "You want to steal the tools? You want to grab them? That's your business. I'm not going to be parented by my kid. I can take care of you. Okay? I can take care of you." And he walks away, leaving you in the car.
Okay, Tools, let's go to the factory.
Tools head off to the factory. We move to a beautiful forest glade. A massive holly tree stretches over the glade. This is a beautiful home that is mostly outdoors rather than indoors. There is a beautiful little multi-bed eco-yurt, geodesic eco-yurt. But there's like chickens out here and like outdoor workbenches and beautiful like a garden. It's one of those things where it's just like 90% of the living that people do here happens outside. We see, Erica, please describe the yurt and please describe the yurt to us and everything going on inside.
So Danielle rolls out of bed, just like slips on the Birkenstocks and just walks out as is. The yurt has, and the sort of geodesic yurt has been built to fully integrate with the ecosystem, the surrounding area. The tree, the holly tree, is enormous. It has spread its shade and its branches over a number of like tiny little huts, similarly integrated into the ecosystem. Danielle pops out, and this place is fully off the grid. On her way out, she splashes water on her face. She goes and she picks up the kombucha from the jug in the corner. Takes a swig. She goes on outside, and
you see, you walk out with orbiting asteroid belts of stones and pebbles moving around her as she levitates in space. Your elven mom, Illyria, floats sees you come out, exits her sorceress meditation and goes, uh-oh, is the sun rising twice on the same day?
Oh my God.
Is there a beautiful sunrise in the middle of the day, my darling daughter?
Dawn's greetings, Illyria.
Dawn's greetings, my sweet daughter. Oh, I can feel the earth celebrating you through the ground.
Man, yeah, they're having a rager.
Yeah. Oh wow, a rager. Uh-oh. Someone's got school and friends on the brain. I remember those parties, those wild times when I was young, and that's a part of the earth spirit too. The wild part. Yes. Yes.
You are a legend, Ma.
Oh, your human mom, Winona, comes out. Winona is wearing like jeans, flannel, boots. She is very proudly wearing like age. She's like, she's like probably in her like late 50s. She's got like gray, messy bun. She's got 2 hooks and a hay bale that she's moving out somewhere. And she goes, oh, there's my little cactus flower.
Winona.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, hey. Oh, there
Gorgeous.
she is, sweetheart. So your Fey sorcerer elven mom, and then your human ranger mom. You see, she comes over and gives you a hug, and it's a long hug. It's a good 2.5 minute. Wow.
Like Erica's.
Wow. There you go. Beautiful.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. The body wants affection. It wants touch. I love you. I love you so much. And you're just in that hug as a little postal truck trundles up with some mail way out here at the end of the range. And you see a little halfling postal worker, Bud Cubby, emerge. Your little postal worker who goes, oh, hey there. Hey, it's all our friends. It's the Hempstock, Barksdale family.
Hey, Mr. Covey.
Oh, hey, kiddo, I gotta thank you so much. The other week when we got that intel about that pipeline, that crystal extraction pipeline, and we had to go burn it down, you were just clutch there, kiddo. I've never seen so many bugs in my life. You really destroyed a lot of corporate infrastructure, and I love to see it.
Oh, but no, it was nothing. You know, all of the incredible pyrotechnics that have just completely destroyed the foundations down to the rubble of that whole warehouse. Man, that was all you.
Ah, shucks, kiddo. You sure know how to make a fellow feel like $1,000,000. That's great. Well, you know, it's wonderful to see you. I hope the new school year treats you well. And you gotta fight the power and take it down from the inside.
Absolutely. Down with the man.
Oh, for sure. All right, you gals. You have a great time out here.
Good luck destabilizing the system, bud.
You too, Yell. Be well, kiddo. And drives off. Your moms look over and go, wow. That's really wonderful. Look at the positivity that you bring out in people.
You know, I just kind of bring out what's there to begin with, you know? You can't germinate a seed from nothing.
From almost nowhere, your moms take 2 sips from the most enormous ceramic mugs of matcha you've ever seen. Yeah.
And you know, as she's talking about that, she's gathering. There's just like mushrooms everywhere, and like free range herbs just all over it. Like, thank you, and just I want to do something to keep, our whole not a cult, sustainable, right?
Yeah.
And that means sometimes taking drastic action. Because as wonderful as it is to be completely off the grid, completely independent of any sort of capitalist structure, all my friends, all my colleagues, They are shackled by the oppressive systems that have been built up over generations, and we gotta free them from that, you know?
Your moms look at you. Give me an insight check.
18.
Your moms look at you, agreeing with everything you're saying, but you feel a hint of concern from them in some way. You see them just share a look.
What's on your minds, moms?
You see that Illyria says, my beautiful Starshine, I love your conviction, and I love your conviction. And you see that Winona says, I love your conviction too, sweetheart. Just make sure you, hey, why don't you check on your pals?
Oh, man. Wow, Penny sent like 30 messages.
Go ahead.
Hi, good morning. You're amazing. I love you. Can I get a ride? Okay.
Yell, as you're checking your messages, you actually see a little email thing from Eggfort, and actually all of you get an alert of an email from Eggfort with a newsletter that comes, that's sort of like a little like, hey, the new year's starting up, like beginning of the year, whatever thing. And the other thing you get in it is an email saying that you all actually are going to be allowed to skip your first period to come meet with Principal Eggfort, who wants to have a special meeting with your adventuring party in particular. You see in the little newsletter, Danielle, there's a group photo of the junior year Druid class, all together, doing like a group Druidic project to like awaken this grove. You're not in it. And you see them all smiling and looking at the camera. It's clearly it's all the kids that you're in Druid class with, and you're not there.
Well, I'm just gonna shoot off a little message to one of my classmates. Just say like, oh, hey, awoken the Ash Grove, huh? Sweet. I must have missed that. Yeah.
The message shoots off and hangs there unanswered for as long as you care to look at it.
Ouch. Red receipt?
Oh, fuck.
Going to kill them all.
And Danielle, you go to school. You also give me an insight check real quick.
Dirty 20.
You look back at your text history with this person. This is like the first message you sent to them in maybe 6 or 8 months.
I'm busy. You know, we all live busy lives.
Exactly. We all live busy lives.
Yeah.
You all arrive at school. All of you gather and see each other in Principal Eggfort's office at the beginning of the school day.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I hug each of you, but it's just your waist down that you feel it.
Just because it's from the waist down doesn't mean it isn't just as big as one of our hugs.
In a poof of smoke, Principal Arthur Eggfort appears. Ha ha! The 7 chosen champions. I have fantastic news. Your adventuring party is being broken up at the end of the year.
No, I cast Hunter's Mark.
And that's all for this episode of Dimension 20, the 7. Tune in next time. Your adventuring party is being disbanded at the end of the year.
I just categorically have to say no to all of that.
It's a broken system. And who are you to deny us these bonds forged in fire?
He also
You
didn't
think
Surely the dissolution of the structure of your group of beloved friends, shattered against the rocks of the material world with the endless ticking of time by grain of sand, doesn't mean you can't stay in touch.
What do you expect us to do next
Graduate in your year, Miss Wallace!
Can I roll intimidation?
Listen here, you're not leaving until I say so.